Alright, so what do I think about this Behr Premium Wood all-in-one wood cleaner? I got 2 gallons of this stuff to do my deck because I'm getting ready to lay down that floor deck paint. And well, I'll tell you what, it works really good on actual paint. That's a brand new Home Depot bucket. And I got a little bit on the outside of it. And you could see, like, paint, no problem. But down here, you can see the tannins that are coming through. It didn't do jack diddly squat for these things. I mean, they're still sticky with sap. Well, this one right here, that one's just, it didn't do anything to that one. That one had a lot of sap on it. These other 3, they're not really sticky, but they really weren't sticky to begin with. So I don't think it did anything because they just look like, just looks exactly the same, feels exactly the same to the touch. Got another one over here. It's soapy, but it's almost as, it's some sort of solvent. And I just think it's going to work really good if you're looking to remove some old paint. It'll probably just get that old stuff off of there nice and easy and make your life a lot easier. You want to let it sit for about 15 minutes. You know, you mop it on there. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't recommend using a mop like this over here, because what happened to me was I got all those little threads stuck in my wood. It might work for you if you're just taking off old paint or an old coating. It might work okay. But if you got raw wood like what I had, I just finished building this thing, and you go ahead and start sweeping back and forth with that mopping back and forth, then you're going to end up getting a lot of those little threads from the mop stuck on the little splinters of the wood. And next thing you know, I had so many on there, it took me a while just to brush them off. And it helped me scrub it more because there were so many threads on there. But you might want to just use a stiff brush if that's what you're going to do, because it'll work just as good. Might be a little bit longer and to get it on, you know, but you'll still get it on, and then you're not going to have to worry about the threads getting stuck on old nails or screws or splintered wood or any of that stuff. So I've probably got about 240 square feet here on my deck. I used 2 of these. I used them both at the full strength, which is undiluted. And I mean, I guess it's okay. I mean, my wood looks exactly the same. It wasn't dirty. I mean, it had a little bit of dirt and leaves, but that I could have got with the hose. So honestly, I think if you have raw wood, I don't think it's going to do anything. I mean, I don't know if it's supposed to take off things like the stamp here. You know, I went over that area like several times with the mop, with the and the scrubber. I let it sit for 15 minutes so it would soak in. I kept it wet like it tells you to. You don't want to let it dry on here. I don't know what happens, but maybe it'll be harder to get off. And rinsing it off is kind of time consuming. I'm taking more time to rinse off all these little soap suds than I did mopping the thing and scrubbing it. Like, the soap gets in there pretty good. So if you're going to cover it with some kind of stain, I would think that it'd probably be a good idea to get it out before you start applying any kind of coating to it. And next thing you know, that coating's going to end up coming up just because you didn't get all the solvent out, the cleaner. But I mean, I guess it wouldn't hurt to do it, you know. I mean, if it helps it, you know, prep wise, you know, if it helps your deck last a little bit longer, even if it helps it last another 6 months, then I guess it's worth it. But if you have raw wood, I don't know. There might be something better out there. I just didn't do the research on Google. I should have probably done it there. I went on YouTube and didn't really find a whole lot of videos on these Behr products from Home Depot. But you know, if this helps anyone, or if you have any experience with this stuff, go ahead and post it on there, I would really appreciate it, because I still haven't laid down the coating for this. I plan on doing that in the next couple of days here. But if you have any tips or anything, I'd really appreciate it. I don't want to be doing this every 18 months, and that would just be a total waste of my time. I would rather just put tile on top of this thing if it comes down to it, or something. I mean, who wants to be out there sanding their deck, you know, constantly? That would just be a pain in the butt. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later.